I know a lot of you are still mingling here, but if I can have everybody's attention, I'd like to welcome to the stage right now from the Estero Council of Community Leaders from the ECCL, Don Eslick. Please give Don a warm round of applause, Chairman and Director of ECCL. Also, please welcome Kurt Todd, Chair of Junior Achievement of Southwest Florida. Please give Kurt a warm round of applause. And please welcome to the stage as well, Angela Fisher, the President and CEO of Junior Achievement. Angela Fisher. I'll start with the Chairman and Director here, Mr. Eslick here. Mr. Don, in what ways do you believe the Estero Educational Initiative that's been formed from the ECCL will benefit the village of Estero in the long term?
Well, the ECCL has always been focused on how do we build the greatest community that you can have. And as Nick indicated before, we want to be able to attract to the community high quality employers and that type of thing. And you can't do that if you don't have a really good trained workforce. So our effort really with this, it couldn't have happened without Jim and without all of the other volunteers. To recruit 80 people in 1 year to participate in a program like this in all of our schools, to improve the quality of the education for everybody is really a tremendous achievement. And we will, with the efforts of everybody, continue to build an outstanding community.
All right, Don Eslick, thank you very much. All right, Kurt Todd, the chair here. Kurt, Junior Achievement of Southwest Florida is a non-for-profit organization serving K-12 education and more. How many years has Junior Achievement been dedicated to educating our youth in America?
So, first of all, thanks, Jim, for putting this together. I'll answer the question, but I will tell you the national organization is now, this is a really cool year. We're celebrating 100 years for the national organization, okay? And 25 years for your local Southwest Florida chapter. So really nice, nice time to be involved with this. Thank you all the volunteers for everything you do. I will just end with this comment. Your colleague in the morning, Rachel Pierce, said at our Collier County Hall of Fame that what we're doing isn't necessarily putting food in people's mouths and saving babies and that sort of thing. But what we are doing is equipping kids that when they get out of school, that they can feed themselves and get a job and contribute to our economy.
Thank you, Kurt Todd, Chair of Junior Achievement. And Rachel, I know too, has done a lot here with Junior Achievement, and I have as well, and we're going to keep doing it because this is a fantastic program. Angela, in working throughout Southwest Florida as CEO of JA in Southwest Florida, how pleased are you with the level of commitment from the community, especially here in the village of Estero?
I'm beyond words excited. This is a very unique partnership. To have the buy-in from the ECCL, we work with the school district, but have the buy-in for this pilot with ECCL behind us to help us recruit volunteers in Estero, the village, to go into all of the communities and reach out with their reach and encourage and educate everyone to get involved. It's phenomenal. I don't think there's any other area of JA that I know of, and I've even asked at the national office. They have some areas that might support, like, maybe a small amount financially, but to have a group get behind and recruit and go into the community to help better the experience for our students, it's really what JA is about, is let our students learn these needed entrepreneurship, the financial literacy, and the career readiness, whatever that may be, and not necessarily college. And learn that from community members that give them that first impression of meeting someone that's in their community, they're in this job, sharing the information, they get so excited. And to have this right in our, not only do you have the volunteer, but they're right from the Estero village, so it's phenomenal. And I think the whole council, I think Jim, every driving force, Don, Nick, all of you, it's just, it's wonderful. And the difference that we're making, it's teaching what JA says, you need to be the answer to what the community needs. This group has they have risen to answer that, what our community needs.
Thank you, Angela Fisher. Kirk Todd, thank you. So thank you so much. We appreciate that. All right, now we're going to take you into the schools here in Estero, and this is who's benefiting right now from junior achievement and who's implementing this program here in Estero. I'd like to please give a warm welcome to Pine Woods Elementary School Principal, Ms. Leslie Gunderson. Or is it Leslie? Leslie, okay. Leslie Gunderson. And please, another warm welcome to Kelly Lambert, 5th grade teacher at Pine Woods Elementary, please. And my co-anchor Rachel Pierce would like to give a shout out, I think, to Pine Woods because she has children there. That's right. So go Pine Woods. I told Rachel I'd do that. We'll start out with Principal Gunderson. As now planned by the end of the school year, Principal Gunderson, how many 2nd grade and 5th grade students will have participated in the JA program at Pine Woods Elementary School?
At Pine Woods Elementary, we have 1,140 students. So between 2nd grade and 3rd grade, you're looking at about 350 kids. 350 to 400 kids.
That's fantastic. Also, the Village of Estero actively encourages its citizens and businesses here to volunteer and donate resources to help ensure school provides an exceptional learning experience for its students. We understand the Club at Grandeza, and I believe Councilman Betos talked about this, volunteered to help you out in the summer. Talk about that if you could.
Okay, well this is amazing. Getting ready for school is a huge task, and we have a small force to get ready for school, and it's kind of like all hands on deck. Our campus is an outside campus and it's Florida, so there's lots of mold and all those kind of things. So pressure washing is a big job, and I mentioned that when Jim and Nick came to my school. And together with Stacy from Grandeza, they pulled a team from Grandeza, so they stopped their work here. They came over to Pine Woods and they got our school looking like it hadn't looked since it was built 20 years ago. It was amazing what they did for us.
That's awesome. See, it's not just the school there, it's everything involved in the school. Principal Gunderson, thank you so much. Kelly, if I could ask you a couple questions here. All right, the syllabus of JA's 5th grade program, JA Our Nation, provides practical information about America's free market system and explores the concept of globalization in business. You were there in the classroom. Did your students connect with this lesson plan content? Did they become involved with the problem-solving exercises?
Well, absolutely. And first and foremost, we actually had the pleasure of having Jim Shields and Meg Zaradanova be my classroom's facilitators. And they thoroughly enjoyed learning about how Jim and Meg launched AMCO internationally and what leading a business and launching a business entails. So first, that was a huge success and component of our Junior Achievement 5 lessons that we had. But not only that, we had 5 lessons throughout the course of Junior Achievement, and these students had the opportunity to develop a product, to determine how to market that product, and not only that, determine the risk involved and supply and demand. And students were involved with terms and things beyond just Florida state standards, and it got them thinking about things beyond life in 5th grade. So it was absolutely a win for us.
That's fantastic. Yeah, a lot of us, I was an education major at the University of Florida, and we learn all the curriculum, but it's those after school things that a lot of these kids need to develop.
Absolutely. Yeah, and anytime you can have community leaders come in and invest in our students, it's such a win, because while they love their teachers, and we are wonderful, it's our job to teach them and to help them learn. So when you have somebody like Jim Shields and the other 80 volunteers committed to coming to your schools and teach them what they've learned, they see that there are people that care about them and their education and their future, and they sit up a little straighter in the classroom and they listen a little better and they're a little eager to participate because they realize somebody else is investing in them and wants them to succeed. So we are really thankful that Mr. Shields and all of those volunteers partnered with Pine Woods Elementary.
All right, thank you. You stay here for 1 second because I would like to hold on one second. I'd like to welcome up to the stage volunteer ambassador to the stage, Meg Dardanova, who has a special announcement here.
Okay, what I have here is a little collage which Jim and I made after we taught Miss Lambert's class. Mostly Jim, he's very good with scissors. So we did a little collage of thank you letters that the kids wrote for us after the class was over. Which goes to show you what a good teacher Miss Lambert is. Because most of them thanked us for our time and our dedication, and they told us what they've learned. And it's wonderful to have this feedback from the kids themselves. So we framed this and we want to give it to Miss Lambert to keep as a reminder.
Big round of applause. You got some reading to do tonight there. All right. Thank you so much. And just a warm round of applause for all the staff, teachers, and ECCL volunteers from Pinewoods Elementary School. Please give everybody a warm round of applause. We appreciate everything you do. We're learning